Every year, millions of gardeners perform a ritual. They drive to a big box store, load their trunks with plastic bags of synthetic NPK, and head home to feed their plants. We have been conditioned to believe that fertility comes in a pellet. We've been told that soil is merely an empty vessel, a dead substrate that serves only to hold a plant upright while we pump it full of chemical life support. This is the greatest lie in modern agriculture. When you buy fertilizer, you aren't just buying nutrients. You are buying a subscription to a failing system. You are treating the symptom, not the cause. You see a yellow leaf, and you buy nitrogen. You see a weak stem, and you buy potassium. But have you ever stopped to ask why the forest behind your house, a forest that no one has ever fertilized, no one has ever weeded, and no one has ever watered, is 10 times more productive and resilient than your backyard garden? The forest doesn't have a fertilizer problem because the forest is a closed loop. It understands a fundamental law of the universe that we have forgotten. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. In the next few minutes, I am going to show you how to break your addiction to the plastic bag. I'm going to show you how to stop buying fertility and start designing it. We are going to build a system that produces its own fuel, 365 days a year, for exactly $0. Welcome to the revolution of the $0 garden. The anatomy of fertility: soil versus dirt. Before we can build, we must understand. There is a profound difference between dirt and soil. Dirt is what you have when you kill the biology. Soil is a living, breathing, pulsing organism. Think of your garden soil as a biological bank account. Most gardeners are constantly withdrawing. They harvest tomatoes, they pull out weeds, they rake away leaves, and they wonder why the account is overdrawn. To fix it, they borrow from the fertilizer company at high interest. True fertility is the result of a microbial labor force. Beneath your feet, there are more organisms in a teaspoon of healthy soil than there are humans on Earth. There are nitrogen-fixing bacteria, phosphate-solubilizing fungi, and predatory nematodes. These organisms are the world's greatest chemists. They can unlock minerals from solid rock. They can grab nitrogen, the most important plant nutrient, directly out of the air, which is 78% nitrogen, and deliver it to the roots for free. Why aren't they doing it for you? Because you haven't given them a job description. You haven't given them a home. To garden for $0, we must stop being farmers and start being micro-branchers. We need to provide 3 things: shelter, water, and carbon. Strategy 1. The carbon currency. If biology is the labor force, carbon is the currency. In the modern world, we treat carbon as waste. We bag up fallen leaves and put them on the curb. We take grass clippings to the landfill. We burn our pruning branches. In a $0 garden, this is insanity. Every leaf is a solar panel that has captured the energy of the sun and stored it in a physical form. When you throw away a bag of leaves, you are throwing away free energy. Our first strategy is the blanket method. Look at the forest floor. It is never naked. It is always covered in a thick, spongy layer of decomposing organic matter. This is the forest's skin. You need to scavenge. Go to your local coffee shop and take their used grounds. They are high in nitrogen and completely free. Go to the local arborist and ask for a load of wood chips. They often pay to dump them, and they will give them to you for nothing. Collect the autumn gold, the millions of leaves that your neighbors are desperately trying to get rid of. Spread this carbon blanket 10 inches deep across your entire garden. This is not just mulch. This is an in situ, slow-release compost pile. As the rain hits this blanket, it creates a nutrient-rich tea that seeps into the soil. You aren't bailing out a sinking ship anymore. You are recharging the battery. Strategy 2. The chop and drop architecture. Most people think a garden should be neat. They want straight lines and bare earth between plants. This is an aesthetic choice that leads to biological bankruptcy. In a Seymour-style garden, we use dynamic accumulators. These are specific plants, like comfrey, mulberries, or even certain weeds like dandelions, that have deep taproots. They reach down into the